Hi, so this is David from Luminous AI, and I'm following up on the build that I posted yesterday. So this is the first of, I don't know how many stages it will be, but I wanted to show you the booking form that we've embedded on the retreat website, which is made inside of JotForm. So I'm going to do a build as if I was building for that. Show you how I integrated it with the Airtable. And then the next build will be the Xendit integration. So at Xendit, it's a bit bespoke. It's only available for most of Southeast Asia, but for Europe, the rest of the world really, outside of Southeast Asia, not going to be a big thing. But this could be any payment gateway. So we'll focus more on that on the next build. So if you just join me on this on the Wacky Jackies retreat page, I'll over now. So as you can see here, this is the standard retreat for the 20th of May, which is not far away with it, 7th of May now, so it's the next retreat they have up and running. And then I'm going to book the May, so we've got the prices listed here. I'm not responsible for the website building, but all of the back-end stuff is me. So this here is a JotForm. So what I'm going to do is recreate this. So if I just go through, do a quick dummy booking. Go through the website, emergency contact, put myself, put phone number, and then there we are. Go over to the retreat, you can see here that we are on number 15. If I click proceed to payment, there we are. As quick as that, we have the information in there. I also have some Airtable automations besides the make. So my plan is to build out as far as this stage here in this video. So yeah, I look forward to showing you the build. So here we are. This is JotForm. If you aren't familiar with it, I might have a link at the bottom to set up a JotForm. So basically we're going to go as far as the login, create an account, and then I want to create a new form. So let's go. I've set up this just for the YouTube video. So we drag our first question in. Let's give it a heading. So this would be a retreat booking form. I'm going to make this a very simple form. So next will be full name. We'll leave that as is. We need their email address. Let's keep it simple. We need their address. We need their phone number. Click here, we can, right click, shrink, right click and shrink. There we are, contact details are there, name, address. And then we need a drop down for what retreat they would like. So single choice, drop down. Can't start it again. Edit the options, so I'll just make it as simple as possible. Single, twin, triple. Okay. And then what I've got in the background is short text. This is the retreat ID. And then I've also got another one at the very top. One goes below. Booking form. Can put a subheading. We'll remove this one here. So this will be retreat name. And then in the settings here, we'll make it the options. character limit, input mask, width auto. Read only. Okay, so this might not make sense straight away. Again, we'll make this one here, properties for the retreat ID, read only, and then later we're going to hide it also. Read only. So this means that the person cannot change the fields inside the form. So next we want to go to our settings and then retreat form enabled. Integrations, we want to integrate with, type in here, table. So we'll have to authenticate. Sorry, I'm not logged in for some reason. We're going to authenticate, add a base, so there we are, and we'll select the base. So the base is retreat bookings, the table is the attendees, and then we can start filling in names. So our full name will be full name, the first name will be first name. The last name will be last name. The email field. Go to the email. Address line 1 will be address, street address, and so on, so on. Address line 2. City will be city, state for state. Province for state. Postal code or zip code. Street ID I'm not going to fill in, so I think that's all of the fields that we've selected. We've got the name, phone number, email address, retreat ID, from the drop down. So the room selection will be so I need to update that. Okay, go back to the build. I'm not going to add a logo for the purposes of this type. So we'll put room selection. Okay. So now we have our built form and our integration with Airtable. So if I go to the publish section, we will now get the embed link. So we need an iframe embed for the Shopify. Before I tried to embed a Airtable form into the Shopify website, but we were having a real big problem. Airtable, when you click the proceed, that reminds me I should do that next. Actually, build. We change the settings here. So advanced, general, duplicate field, button image. Settings enabled, retreat booking form, thank you page. So instead of it going to the thank you page, we redirect to external page. And if we go back to our Xendit, to our Airtable, we have the payment link. this is still our test. Right click, copy link address. Okay, so this will redirect to the Xendit deposit payment page. So where was I? Back to the embed. If I take the iframe, copy this, we go back to our Airtable, and what we are going to do is, rather than this page here, which is our attendees page, I will show you the retreats page. In the retreats page, we have a embed the form here. I edit the field. You can see here. This is basically our embed. If I was to go back to the link here, you can see JotForm, then the ID. This is all of the information in the form here. The only thing that's different is I've added a question mark. This is additional fields. So I've added geography, encoding the URL, so it takes the field from the geography, so the geo of this retreat page. And the geography dictates whether we have a single, a twin, or a triple. If it's anything but barley, it will only show two room selections. If it's barley, then it will show 3 selections. Also, if it's barley, it will do away with the passport details request. I haven't built them on this form, but it's really clever. So then, when Jackie's team is working, they have, if they build a new retreat, basically they build all of their retreats in here, create a new retreat agenda. They create the geography, the retreat name, the start date, the end date, the price for a single, a double, or a triple. Now these are all mandatory with the exception of price. Then they've got the triple cost, single cost, twin cost, we need to move those around, how much it costs for getting a tutor in, and then the number of spaces available. You click create an agenda, then we will have a new retreat added. So this is their 2025 schedule here. 2025 and down. This is 2024. I digress. We've gone a bit ahead ourselves there, really. So back to the interface. You will see here this interface. I don't need to create a user. This is a read-only person. Everyone with a read-only in the team can access this page and make changes. So if they want to update the retreat agenda, can fill in the form. Let's do that on this occasion. This is the embed link. So at the back end of the website, they will paste this link into the back end of the retreat page, and it will give the form. Okay, I believe that's it. So if you want to see what this looks like, perhaps I can go back to the data and then click on. If I click on, let's just select this one, say for example, and I click here, you can see after the question mark, so there's a question mark just there. I don't know if I can zoom in. So it says geography is barley and the retreat ID equals REC, ends in ZZPB. So let me zoom back out again. ZZPP. So it pre-propagates the form. This would be it not embedded on the website, but here we are. There are a couple of hidden fields on this particular form. So I've hidden the retreat ID and I've hidden the geography. So if I go back to the build, you can see here there is the option to advanced hide the field. This field is hidden and will not be shown on the form. So we can pre-fill form details and then proceed for them to not be edited. Perhaps I need to add another field here, maybe, and call it geography. Geo is good enough for me. And we will shrink. And shrink. And make the geo invisible. Great. Okay, so that's the gist of building it. For the... let me see. Sorry, so I realised in the post edit that I need to add another section to the video. I haven't explained how, from just capturing in the JotForm which room they want, to then propagating the price and everything. So the reason we slip in this retreat ID here is we have an automation. So when a form is submitted, we have many automations. So if you're not familiar with this, Airtable has built-in automation. So if you're on the basic plan, you get 1,000 or 100 a month. I'm not sure. Basically, I have a JotForm here. So the conditions are when a record is created. So that's what the JotForm is doing, is creates a record. It triggers an automation. So the first thing I will do is find a record from the retreat page. So yeah, from there, if the record ID is matches the record ID from the search, so basically if the record ID of the retreat page matches record ID from the form, then we will update a record. So we update our attendee page with the record ID from the creation. So if we click here, let's see, it's the same record ID. And then we add the retreat, so the retreat name will come from those pre-fills that I showed you earlier, after the question mark. See this question mark here? Goes into our retreat. Then the start date gets picked up from the find the records, the end date, they acknowledge the terms and conditions, then we add a link to which record it is. So this helps with the interface at the other end. I hope that clarifies a bit more. I hope it's not too difficult a concept to come across, but these pre-fills, so anything after a question mark, are great, and the fact that it works on an embedded form makes a huge difference. So when I send out automations to the guests, I can also append, so basically that flight booking form, which I will get into later in the series, we utilize this as well. So basically the form will be pre-filled, but they won't have any idea what's going on in the background, which I'll pass over their record ID and all sorts of other information. So yeah, I'll go back into the outro. Thanks. It's the other camera. So for the next build, I will show you how I get the Xendit webhook to fire off the automations in Make. So far I'm not showing you anything involved with Make. This is just getting the registration from Shopify and getting them into my Airtable. They're not a confirmed attendee until they pay that first deposit. So then from there we get the automations rolling. If you've enjoyed the video, please give a like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Feedback on the audio, I know it's probably not great, but working with what I've got, and no cats today, so I don't know, maybe we'll get a guest appearance tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Have a good one. See you on the next video.